Well, you look at hip hop in 2020. Kodak Black is in prison over buying a bunch of guns and falsifying information on the forums.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Uh, Rollo, the rapper from Atlanta, he's in prison. He's being charged with some drug distribution stuff. Who I've interviewed before, AR-Ab,
Oh, one of my
someone that we've
guys,
interviewed
man.
a lot from Philly.
Not to cut you off, but AR-Ab, I didn't know these guys. I didn't know nothing about. Mind you, I'm all the way in the sticks. I'm hearing country music. I haven't heard hip hop in so long because now think about it. We're listening to cassette fucking tapes in prison. This is before we just recently got the tablets, but we got cassette tapes. So the only cassette tapes is the ones that's floating around. And somebody's like, yo, I got your tape. I'm like, damn, this shit been floating around since 90. Yo, I got the purple tape. I got this. You want to buy it? And I'm like, yeah, I want to buy it. So I bought 36 Chambers, every album, every Wu-Tang album I can get. Because that brings me back to, you know what I'm saying, those moments. And that's what kept me alive, man. If not, the fuck, man.
Well, AR-Ab, he just got convicted for a whole bunch of shit. And you've seen this sort of pattern with rappers going to prison and so forth. Some of these guys I know, some of these guys I don't know. A lot of them had great opportunities. A lot of them had small opportunities, so they had to kind of make money on the side to kind of keep things going, and that comes with a price a lot of times. When now that you're 40 years old, you've done the gangster shit at certain points of your life. You've done the rapper shit at certain points of your life. If you look back and you could just send a message to all the rappers who have one foot in the streets and one foot in the music game, what would you tell them?
Get rid of your ego. Because it plays a huge part. And get rid of what people are going to think of you. Because most of the times we're trying to live up to a status quo. We're trying to look like, I know for me, it was like, yo, I'm fucked up for real in real life. Like I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to it. Shyheim can't show up without having a Benz. When Shyheim look like showing up without having a Benz or without looking like it's still there. So then you start perpetrating, you know what I'm saying, for what other people think. Like today, and I'm grateful for it, being able to go. Like I wouldn't care, man. If I gotta get a job to survive until I make it to where I go, then that's what I'm gonna do because the penalties is much greater. But sometimes you have to go through it to understand it. And don't get me wrong, I was told that before. But you don't listen, you know what I'm saying? You know how many people, yo, don't do that, yo, bro, come do this, come do that. And even when I look back during that process, and I'm like, damn, word, RZA ain't come. And you sit there sometimes just like dreaming, right? I remember I used to just dream sometimes like, yo, visit, yeah, RZA gonna show up. I know Meth coming. I know, I just, and then it's like, why he come? You know what I mean? And then it's just like, and not to say that they owe me anything to come beside friendship, you know what I'm saying? And things like that, because I wasn't signed, but I just believed I had a different relationship. And, and then I realized as I started to evolve, I said, these men's are grown men now. They have responsibility. They have families. They raising children. Like, they got love for me, but it's just not in the schedule. So it's not like when you're young, yo, I'm going to see my man and all that. You preparing for your future and your retirement. So, and then when you have somebody that's putting themselves in these positions, you kind of got to save yourself, you kind of got to push away. So that's when things started to make sense to me that they didn't push away because it was no love. They pushed away because they couldn't be associated with the behaviors and the things that I was doing and put myself in it. So I got a greater understanding to that. And I don't know, I've been home. I spoke to a few of the members, you know what I'm saying? Sounds like they're supportive. But it's one thing to say and then to do something else. So that's another thing. But I'm not even dependent on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm dependent on getting myself together and being a father to my children, and you know what I'm saying, hopefully be a husband one day if I can get to that point with someone, you know what I'm saying? And just rebuilding and building my foundation so whatever else happens, I'll be good, you know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe Rizzo call me. I don't know, maybe, come in the studio, that'd be cool. Or somebody else that's out there that's making it that, yo, Shy, come through, and you know what I'm saying? I always noticed that, right? I used to sit back and I'd be like, yo, damn, New York is crazy. Like the love, the South, when Little Bootsy got out, I'm reading in the magazine, I'm like, yeah, that's real nigga shit. And I start saying, damn, where the real niggas at? Where my real niggas at? So you just start thinking like, nah, and you don't want to take it personal. But it's crazy things that go through your mind until you just realize and get to that point. Like, you know what, boy? Nobody owe you shit, boy. Get out there and get yours. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel that strongly, you just be different for your friends. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the relationships that I had in the past, and not to mean that I don't love nobody, but I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. I gotta go and do what's best for me. And that's it.